Today is part 5 of hairstyles that you can do with a single scrunchie. Today I have day 2 hair, so my hair is a little greasy. I don't typically just wear it down on day 2 because it just doesn't look its best unless I've gone through a whole routine of freshening it up. So either I have to freshen it up or I wear it up. So I'm going to do 2 different styles in 2 different videos today, showing you guys 2 scrunchie styles that are perfect for day 2 hair. The style that we're going to do today is a really basic bun. Probably the most basic bun that you can do. And if you really, truly struggle with pretty much every bun you try to do, this is the one I would start with because I think it's probably the easiest and most basic and requires the least amount of skill. The only skill you need to master for this one is our fluff and pull. And that's a really great place to start because you're going to need to be comfortable fluffing and pulling for almost every bun we create here on my channel. And that's pretty much the only thing you have to do for this one is fluff and pull. So it's a great one to start with. So I've pulled my hair up into a ponytail at whatever point I want my bun to sit. So if you want your bun high, hold it high. If you want your bun at the back of your head, wear your ponytail at the back of your head, low, etc. I've got my scrunchie and I am just going to pull my hair through like I'm making a ponytail, wrap it a second time, and on the third time, I'm just going to make a little half bun there. You can see the little tail sticks out the back. How many times you're going to wrap the scrunchie around your hair is going to depend on you and your scrunchie and how thick your hair is. You want it to be nice and secure, not so tight that it's hurting or really hard to manipulate your hair, but not loose either because it will get a little bit looser feeling as you manipulate things. So you want it to be nice and snug. So you want to wrap your hair tie enough times that it feels snug. If that's 2 times, if that's 4 times, it doesn't matter. Whatever works for you, it makes no difference to the style as long as it feels snug. So now we've got our little loopy guy here. And so what we're going to do is fluff and pull him. And we're going to do that by pulling side to side and forward and back. And when we pull side to side, I want you to also think about not just pulling side to side like a rainbow, but we're also kind of like pulling forward as we pull side to side or pulling back as we pull side to side. And when we pull forward and back, kind of pulling in different directions, we're really moving the hair around. Otherwise, if we just pull side to side, we're just going to get a little rainbow sausage croissant shape on top of our head. Not really what we're looking for. You also want to make sure you're not just pulling from these 2 ends. We're going to go internal and pull from different points in our bun as well, all around, okay? So we start with just the 2 ends and we're going to pull side to side and forward a little bit. And then we're just going to get in there and we're just going to start to manipulate the hair. I do this a little different every time I do it because how your hair is behaving, what products are in it, anything like that is going to make a huge difference. And you're basically sculpting your hair until you like the way it looks. All right, so I like to not pull too much because I don't want to lose all my height. Now, before I go any further, I am going to take care of my base. I don't like my base too slicked back when I have a messy bun. So I'm going to grab the hairs close to the hair tie and I'm just going to pull forward a bit, just loosening all that hair, giving it some texture, making it look a little more undone. If you like it more done and sleek, fair. And that is a great look as well, but I do like mine a little messier. So now we're at this point, and we can leave it here. This is a great look. I'll show you from the back. When I do this bun, I like to take it one step further and add a couple bobby pins. If you want to keep it just a single scrunchie, you can, and you can do that. But what I do is I like to gather these 2 sides, pull them towards the front. Let me grab my pin before I do it so I can just pin as I'm done. There's one singular pin. I'm going to use a darker pin just so you can kind of maybe see where I'm putting the pin really easily, but I would usually use a blonde colored pin. So I'm going to pull these 2 sides forward, but instead of I'm not just going to pin them together like I'm coming together, like bringing together a jacket. I'm kind of going to like overlap them and then kind of like twist everything under. And then I'm going to drop a pin. Now, I'm not going to drop the pin right up here. I'm going to kind of take the one end of my pin. I'm going to hitch the edge push it against my head, and kind of stick it under the bun. And that's how we're not going to see it. And then there we go. Super cute. I just like that a little more. It kind of hides your scrunchie, looks a little bit more like your typical messy bun. But again, you can just use the scrunchie for sure, and it's a pretty floppy, cute, easy, dirty hair day bun. So that's it. Easy peasy. Not too much effort, a really great starting point if you struggle with buns. Satin Scrunchie is a super gentle way to put up your hair, so if you worry about breakage, this is going to help reduce any of that worry. I still wouldn't recommend wearing your hair up every single day in the same style, but if you are going to put it up, using something like a Satin Scrunchie is going to help reduce friction, which reduce any potential breakage. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and this gives you another easy scrunchy hairstyle that you can try. I will see you next time. Bye.